Well, I was just going to tell you a few stories that might explain how a brilliant scholar and an idle jock became friends. We both entered at UTS in 1950, and at that time, with the imagination that UTS is so justly renowned for, the first three forms were called 1A, 1B, and 1C. I was in 1A. John was in 1C. At the end of the year, they separated the sheep from the goats. And that was the end. My career in the A form came to a crashing halt. The A form was for people who were better students. I wasn't really sad because you had to take an extra language, and you got to write trigonometry in fourth year, so you could take way more subjects in fifth year, and so on. And I was in the B form by this time, and the jocks were there, like Jimmy Dom and Tom Sanderson, well, Pee Wee Saunderson too, is what it was. But we didn't really see too much of John for the next 4 years. Our paths didn't cross at all. But when I got to fifth form, there was a little runt group that I don't know why it was separated from the others, but there was only about a dozen of us. And we were a pretty motley group of misfits, really. The reason we were separated was because we wanted to do Latin instead of French. And we had the added bonus of having Niels McLean for algebra, which was very welcome. Well, we met every morning, and Ron McMaster was the English teacher, and our first class was with him. And it was an ideal time for me to ask John if he would lend me his Latin translation notes, which of course he did. And we went on to various classes. We didn't take them all together. But when we got together for Latin in the afternoon, by this time these translations had kind of moved around the classroom. And Ken Prentice used to say, or ask us to give a version of the Journeys of Gaul, Caesar, and we, of course, happy to do that. And then there'd be, he'd say, would anybody have anything different? Dead silence. Well, John went on to probably get close to 100 Latin. The rest of us were in the 60s, and some of us didn't even pass at all, as I remember. But we all went on John went on, of course, to get the Prince of Wales Scholarship for the highest aggregate 9 papers in Ontario. We went on our way, and at least one case to jail, I think. That's true. John will know who, but I won't bother with that. Anyway, we went on to U of T, and once again, our paths didn't cross very much. John was doing brilliantly in maths and physics at Victoria. I was playing football and doing commerce and finance at Trinity. But at the end of our fourth year, we both, I think, tried for Rhodes scholarships, unsuccessfully. And John, as you've heard already, got a Commonwealth Scholarship and was admitted to Merton, which is a pretty prestigious college. I don't know how it happened, but I got admitted to Corpus Christi, which is the next door neighbor to Merton College down the road. Great little college, just celebrating its 500th anniversary, hence the tie. So I didn't see much of him there either, because we both had PPE, but he, philosophy, politics, and economics, but he was at Merton, so he had different tutors than I did, and he went to different lectures. And I was busy playing every sport imaginable and trying to round up hockey players for the ice hockey team, that's what it's called over there. And that involved, mainly Canadians, although one famous person we had was Peter Dawkins, who was the West Point Rhodes Scholar who had won the Heisman Trophy for the best best college football player in the United States the previous year. And we Cambridge unsuccessfully, and a game, I digress a little bit, but one of the features of that game was when one of our old UTS classmates, David Lee, broke Dawkins' jaw. And that's also true. And the next year, we went on a trip, but Dawkins didn't go with us. We went on a trip to Europe. It was a disaster. I think we lost 18-0 in Kitzbühel on Christmas Day. And so the next year, there were very few people who wanted to go. And I was in charge, I was the captain, I was in charge of rounding up people, couldn't find anybody, so we did decide not to go. And John just happened to run into me one day, and he said, I'm going to Spain. And I have a car, and I'd like to get some help with the gas, and would you like to come along? So I said, sure, why not? And off we went, along with another wastrel from Corpus. And John, of course, had everything mapped out. Everything. I can remember distinctly going to Salamanca. I didn't know where Salamanca was, but it has a wonderful square, and I remember that very well. And also, we went to the room where Miguel de Unamuno, who was the rector of Salamanca University, is famous for having come back after 6 years in exile and saying, what was it, Deseamos ayer, as we were saying yesterday. And that was a little feature that always stuck in my mind. And then we went on to Toledo and we saw the great El Greco masterpiece, the Burial of St. Orgaz. St. Orgaz? No, just Orgaz, I guess. Anyway, all these little things that I would never have known anything about. John had it all mapped out, and he shared all of this with us in a way that was wonderful. Well, we went on down to the south coast, and we got to Motril, which is just at the Mediterranean coast, south of Granada. And we decided to split up because I thought I was going to meet a lady friend of mine going east towards Alicante in a place called Castellafaro. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But John went west towards Mountain, just a little ways to Almenakar, and we all know what he got up to there. So, anyway, I went back to England, and we both got through BP one way or another, and we came back to Canada, and John was spending most of his time at that time in Montreal, and also later in Boston, and I didn't see very much of him there again either. But when he came to Toronto, we met up at some alumni stuff at UTS. And he asked me one time, he said, you know anything about the Camino de Santiago? And I said, well, I've heard about it, sure. And he said, well, by this time I'd quit the trend where I was teaching. And I said, sure, I know, yeah, I know. And away we went. And once again, John had everything organized. Of course, he insisted that we had to start in France. It really wouldn't be a Camino if it just started in Spain. And so we went to Saint-Jean-Pierre. My mind's gone. At the little French town at the bottom of the Pyrenees. And the next day we climbed over the Pyrenees, and I just would died. That was before we had Roger pacing ahead of us to suss everything out. You remember Roger from the Pyrenees. Anyway, we spent 5 weeks going across Spain, and we had a good time. We stayed mainly in the hostels, where John was known at times to throw water at the people who snored. And we spent most of the time, but we went to some fancy places once in a while. With John's job as being on the board of the Workplace Safety and Insurance Board, he sometimes had to have telephone meetings, so he had to rent a room, and there it was. We also went, I can remember taking a trip to Santo Domingo de Silos, which is a monastery which was off the trail, so we had to rent a car. Of course, when we rented the car, we came back and we had to start from right where the car started. We weren't going to gain it. Anyway, it was Gregorian chant. It was at a monastery, and it was a very moving and wonderful thing to have done, which I would never have known about without John. And we went on, and in Burgos, I think it was, where John was, we went to the Sunday morning Mass together, and I'd saved a seat for him. And I didn't see him for a while, and I saw him up at the front. He was kissing the bones of the local saint who was being venerated that day. And he came back, he was sitting beside this guy and talking to him all the time. Well, it was John Anthony, who he didn't know was going to there, but apparently Incarnate had said, just go to Mass, John will be there. And he was. And we went on together for a while. We stayed in the 5-star Parador in Leon. And just a little later after that, my daughter Martha, who was also briefly in one of the pictures from Roger, joined us. And we went on and finished it up. And I can always remember when we got there, I was congratulating John in this big square in front of the cathedral, and John said, well, you realize, of course, we're not really pilgrims because we'd have to go back to where we came from. Only John. Anyhow, enough of you've heard a lot about the Camino and so on. But what comes out of all these stories for me is the incredible generosity that John has with any knowledge that he has. Whether it's sharing his Latin translations, or whether it's organizing a trip for us through Spain, or whether it was on the Camino, he is the most generous person with his own wisdom and knowledge of anybody I've ever met. And knowledge is power, and some people don't share it that readily. But I've been the recipient of it so many times. And as a token of gratitude for all that he's done for me, I have a little present for him, which you can pick up later. I could throw it out. I thought it would bring back memories both of the Latin translation and of the Camino. It's called Grunt. Pigorian chant from Snuto to Moinko to Silo. And I think he will enjoy it. It's silly beyond belief. Thanks, John.